Can you live forever? It's a question as old as human consciousness. From ancient myths of immortality to sci-fi dreams of eternal youth, humanity has always searched for a way to cheat death. But something has changed. This isn't just a philosophical question anymore. Today, the answer is being shaped in the lab. Right now, scientists are unlocking the code of aging, and what they're finding could add 20, 30, even more healthy years to your life. The real goal? Not just to live longer, but to stay strong, sharp, and active well into your 90s, 100s, and beyond. This is the story of how aging is being redefined, and how you might live to see a world where forever is no longer fantasy. Let's begin. Let's get something straight. This isn't about simply making life longer. It's about making life better. Scientists now focus on a concept called Healthspan, the number of years you live in full health, free from chronic disease, cognitive decline, and frailty. And while life expectancy has increased over the past century, Healthspan has not kept pace. The final decades of many lives are often plagued by illness and degeneration. But that's changing. Experts like Dr. Peter Diamandis are leading a health revolution powered by exponential technologies, AI, genomics, stem cell therapies, and cellular reprogramming that promise to not just slow aging, but to reverse it. The new mission? To add decades of healthy, vibrant, productive life. Aging, at its core, is damage. Tiny cracks and errors accumulate in your DNA, in your cells, in the communication between systems. Over time, these faults pile up until your body can no longer repair itself fast enough. But here's the breakthrough. We now understand the biology of aging. Scientists have identified what they call the hallmarks of aging, 9 biological processes that drive the aging process. These include genomic instability, DNA damage; telomere shortening, the ends of your chromosomes fray like shoelaces; epigenetic alterations, your gene expression gets scrambled; loss of proteostasis, proteins start to misfold; mitochondrial dysfunction, your cellular power plants break down; stem cell exhaustion; cellular senescence, zombie cells that poison your tissues; inflammaging, chronic low-grade inflammation; altered intercellular communication. Here's the twist. Each one of these can be targeted, and researchers are doing exactly that. Let's take a look at the most promising anti-aging interventions happening right now. First, epigenetic reprogramming. You've probably heard of stem cells, but did you know scientists can now take old, adult cells and rewind them back to a youthful state? It started with the discovery by Shinya Yamanaka, who found that 4 specific genes, OCT4, SOX2, KLF4, and c-MYC, could reset a cell's biological age. They're now called the Yamanaka factors. By carefully applying these factors in pulses, a process called partial reprogramming, researchers have reversed signs of aging in mice, making old tissues regenerate like young ones. Companies like Altos Labs, backed by billions in funding, are racing to bring this to humans. Second, Senolytics. As we age, some of our cells stop dividing and become what scientists call senescent, zombie cells. They don't die, but they don't function either. Instead, they pump out toxic molecules that inflame and damage neighboring tissues. Senolytic drugs are designed to find and destroy these zombie cells. In early trials, removing senescent cells has improved cognition, muscle strength, and even reversed certain age-related diseases. Think of it like cleaning up a biological junkyard. 3. Telomerase activation. Your chromosomes are capped with protective ends called telomeres. Every time a cell divides, these caps get shorter, until eventually the cell can't divide anymore. Enter telomerase, an enzyme that can rebuild these telomeres. In mice, activating telomerase extends lifespan and improves tissue function. Human trials are underway, using gene therapy and plant-derived compounds like TA65. Fourth, AI-driven drug discovery. AI is accelerating every step of the longevity pipeline, from identifying aging biomarkers to designing new molecules to personalizing treatments. Imagine having your entire genome analyzed, your biological age calculated, and your optimal longevity protocol custom-built by an AI. That's not 2050, that's now. Companies like In Silico Medicine and Fountain Life are using AI to develop anti-aging drugs, detect diseases before symptoms appear, and guide personalized longevity plans. This isn't just about billionaires in biotech labs. There are tools right now, affordable or accessible, that are already known to extend health span. Metformin, a common diabetes drug that may protect against aging by activating cellular repair pathways. The TAME trial is investigating its impact on aging in healthy adults. Rapamycin, a compound that inhibits mTOR, a nutrient-sensing pathway linked to aging. In mice, it extends lifespan even when given late in life. NAD plus boosters, like NMN or NR. NAD plus declines with age, affecting energy, DNA repair, and cell survival. These supplements aim to restore it. Senolytic flavonoids like ficetine and quercetin. Found in fruits and vegetables, these compounds are being tested for their ability to clear senescent cells. Diagnostics like full-body MRI, epigenetic age tests, and microbiome analysis are increasingly available, giving individuals powerful insight into their own biological aging. And don't forget, lifestyle is still king. According to Diamandis, lifestyle choices may account for over 70% of your longevity potential. That includes exercise, especially strength training plus VO2 max cardio. Sleep, track it, optimize it. Nutrition, focus on plant-rich, low-sugar, high-protein diets. Stress management, chronic cortisol ages you. Purpose, mental resilience correlates with longer lives. If you're watching this, you're probably wondering, what's the end game? Peter Diamandis and futurists like Ray Kurzweil talk about something called longevity escape velocity. The idea that if science can extend your life by even 1 year for every year that passes, you can keep living long enough to benefit from the next wave of breakthroughs. And then the next, and the next. Eventually, the years you gain outpace the years you lose. It's not about being immortal today. It's about living long enough, healthily enough, to catch the next scientific wave. In other words, don't die from something stupid. That's Diamandis' mantra. Avoid preventable diseases. Get screened early. Be proactive, not reactive. Buy time. That's the game. Let's step back. What happens if this all works? If millions of people start living to 110 in good health? Society will have to change. Retirement ages will rise. Entire industries, healthcare, insurance, food, education, will transform. Pension systems will be stretched. New markets will emerge around longevity tech. And new ethical questions will arise. Who gets access to these therapies? Will this widen the gap between the rich and the poor? What happens to overpopulation? Will longer lives mean better lives, or just longer suffering? These are real debates already underway in academic, political, and tech circles. And they're not 100 years away. They're this decade. Let's come back to the question. Can you live forever? Biologically? Maybe not yet. But could you live a lot longer than you think, healthy, active, productive, through the convergence of AI, biotech, and personalized medicine? That's no longer science fiction. 20 to 30 more healthy years is on the table right now. The question isn't can you? It's will you prepare for it? The future of longevity will belong to those who understand the science, optimize their biology, and embrace the mindset of progress. So, are you ready to live vitally beyond 100? Because the real revolution isn't about eternal life. It's about radical health span, and it's already begun. If this opened your eyes, share it. Because the secret to a longer, healthier life may not be locked away in the future. It might be hidden in your next decision. Subscribe and join the movement to live stronger, live smarter, and maybe, just maybe, live forever.